medicine. I've been practicing Oriental medicine since 1995, and I'm really happy to be serving Southern Maryland for the last 12 years. I'm a Chinese medical practitioner, which means in Chinese medicine involves acupuncture, as well as other modalities like Chinese herbology, exercise, and nutrition. I do specialize in acupuncture. It can be used for a lot of different things. People generally think of acupuncture only for pain relief, but it can honestly be used for anything, whether you want to raise your immune system to keep yourself healthy so you don't get a cold or flu, or recover from it easily. Or if you have autoimmune diseases, if you have alpha-gal, if you have food allergies, if you want to fix your gut microbiota, things like that, it's really good for that. I also practice a German auricular medicine, and I do bioenergetic field assessments that will help people to uncover hidden problems and blockages to healing. First visits are longer because we do a comprehensive intake and evaluation. We do a differential pattern diagnosis according to Chinese medicine theories to come up with a pattern that fits you, and then we can, from the pattern diagnosis, we know how to treat. And it's comprehensive. It will ask about everything that you never thought you'd talk about someone with, from bowel movements to sleeping to if you have anxiety or emotional issues, and again, it covers everything. Then we do a treatment on the same day.
I've been coming to Sherry probably close to 4 years, and I had been going to acupuncture probably 25 years prior, and the person retired. So I had a view of what it was about, and then when I came here, not only does she do all of that, but more. So really she's helped me with all kinds of things. I came for allergies, food sensitivities, those kinds of things that a lot of people might not think about relative to acupuncture, but even beyond that, she's helped me with skin issues, back issues, weight loss, sleep. I mean, so every time I'm just chatting with her and I'm sharing something, she's like, oh, maybe I can help you with that. So what I appreciate about her is she really treats the whole person, and she's always learning, and she really has all sorts of skills and high levels of training that she rolls into her business, as well as her good ethics and all of that. So it's been a great blessing for me. I really appreciate her as a practitioner and as a person.
Good morning, I'm Greg Pank, and I've been a patient of Sherry's for about 10 years. I came originally because I was suffering from a fair number of pains throughout my body from all the things I did to myself in my youth, and didn't know what to make of acupuncture. Sherry walked me through the process, did an intake exam, and then started treating me. And since then, I've been coming regularly for various things between my back, my knees, my shoulder, my wrist, and a whole bunch of other ailments. Sherry does a wonderful job of treating you, making you feel comfortable. She also has treated me for everything from bug bites to problems with dairy, and it's remarkably successful. If you haven't done it, it's just an unbelievable process, and finding out that someone sticking needles in various parts of your body can actually take the pain away from your wrist or from your knee or from your foot is astonishing to me as an engineer. And it's really helped me also because my wife and I play in a little folk duo called Folk Salad, and because I've had problems with my arm and my wrist, it's really made it possible for me to continue playing for these many years. I just cannot say enough good about Sherry and the treatment she gives me.
So, like I said, I'm also a practitioner of German auricular medicine, which is a type of ear acupuncture. I've actually studied all 3 different auricular medicine, so I'm kind of an expert when it comes to the ear. But the entire body is mapped to the ear. You might see it on some of the charts. So for Greg's wrist, I would come out somewhere here, and then I can follow it up with something actually in his wrist, like this one's. Yeah. So acupuncture, I expect you to feel different when you're leaving. If you have pain when you're leaving, I expect you to feel different in a better way. The question is how long that results stick around and how long it takes to backslide. Acupuncture is cumulative, which means that the longer that you do it and the more you do it, the more powerful the results and the longer they last. What I recommend for people to do, because it is the best thing to do, is to commit to doing a minimum of 6 sessions at first. Reserve your judgment as to how well it's working for you until you've got 6 sessions under your belt, because that's really when you're going to be coming back in and saying, hey, I think there's really something to this. I was good for the entire week, not just for, a day or 2 or 3 or 4 after the session. Greg, maybe you could tell us about how effective the acupuncture has been for your pain relief. Maybe your knees or anything else. Pick a spot.
I think the place that to me was the most remarkable was I was having a lot of trouble with my right wrist, and instantly by the next day it was pain free, which to me was pretty remarkable. And like Sherry says, I've been coming here for 10 years, about once a month, and it gets me through the month. Before I started back in the olden days, particularly my back at that time, because I have 2 ruptured discs in my back, it was pretty difficult to do a lot of things, like to take a long trip in the car or do anything like that, and it's removed most of that pain to where now I can function normally without having to deal with that. And same with my knees, which neither knee has any cartilage left in it, so Sherry keeps it so I can walk like a normal human being now instead of not being able to walk at all. I don't know what I'd do without Sherry. She's really been, a remarkable support as far as taking pain away, talking me through any problems I have, unearthing any other problems, like recently when I was having trouble with drinking milk or eating dairy. She worked through that, did some tests to determine how it worked, and it's like now I can eat cheese and I can drink a certain amount of milk again as long as I don't go crazy, which is really good. So she's great.
Results vary, and everybody has their own what I like to call sweet spot. Once we've gone through the symptomatic relief and that's been addressed, and we've treated the underlying root cause to get things more stable, then we find out what a maintenance schedule would be for everyone. Greg works really well coming in once a month. Other people might come every 3 weeks. Some people come every 2 weeks. I have a lot of menopausal women who are managing hot flashes and everything else that comes with menopause. And they say, yes, my body really knows it's time for me to come in because yesterday I started with the hot flashes and the insomnia, etc. So, everybody is different, and we just find out what works for them. Thank you for looking at my business, Hamilton Acupuncture and Chinese Herbal Center. I really hope that you get the help that you need or seek, whether it's from myself or another practitioner, because I know that Chinese medicine has a lot to offer. For more information, I encourage you to go ahead and call or text as preferred, 240-538-3359. And I do have a bit of an internet presence if you Google Sherry Hamilton Acupuncturist in Leonardtown, Maryland. Thanks. Just to let you know, this is Snowball. He's a very friendly Bichon Frise, and he's the official greeter in the office, and he's working on being a therapy dog.